Hey guys, Clint here at Butcher Boy Meats in Reno. We're going to talk today, actually over a couple of videos, about labeling claims. When you come into our butcher shop, you're not going to see standard labels on a lot of things because we're processing so much in-house. But we kind of want to go through and talk about some of the things you might see in grocery stores and other markets and things you can ask us about. So let's start with grass-fed beef. Lately, I would say over the last 10 or 12 years, grass-fed beef has gotten every year more and more popular. A lot of questions about it. Nothing wrong with that, but I think there's some misconceptions around there. A lot of people, when they see grass-fed beef, they think beef are just hanging out on a pasture, like they should have been raised, like we did a couple hundred years ago. It's not always the case. Unfortunately, the grass-fed claim, there's not any inspections going on to verify that people are doing it. It's a self-reporting system. So it's something that you really need to be familiar with the ranch to understand how they're raising their animals. For instance, bought some steaks from one of the online retailers, big popular one. Won't mention the name because it doesn't really matter. But unfortunately, there's a lot of marketing talking about grass-fed and premium, gives us that perception that it's raised to the T. Well, since there's nobody verifying it, it's up to the ranchers to verify it. So one thing that we can do, which is nice, you can look on any package that's prepackaged. It's going to have protein, beef, pork, poultry, that sort of stuff, lamb. It's going to have what we call in the industry USDA bug. It's a little round sticker. U.S. Department of Agriculture, it's going to have a number on there. You can look that up. There's an app called MPI Directory. You can get on your phone. You can Google it. That's going to tell you who packaged it. So that kind of helps you sort out something. As an example, these grass-fed New York steaks come from a place, Colorado Premium Meats in Colorado. Never heard of them. Do a little looking around on their website. It doesn't really talk about where they get the animals. So unfortunately, that could mean, not saying it does, but that could mean that these are possibly Brazilian steer that are processed, shipped into the US, cut, labeled, sent out. Could mean they're domestic, don't know where they're raised, that sort of stuff. So not saying it's bad, but it might not be living up to that image you have in your mind of grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Similar ground beef from the same guys. This is processed by my old employer, funny enough, Cisco Food Service, one of their subsidiaries, their meat companies, largest food service distributor in the world. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, again, but to me, the label is not necessarily matching up to the perception when you're looking at grass-fed, grass-finished. In the grass-finished world, you can get products that are fed on feedlots, fed with pellets. Again, not necessarily a bad thing, just maybe not what you're looking for. So as always, as any butcher will tell you, work with someone, ask the butchers. We might not know the name of every single rancher that our product comes from, but we have survived 50 years on relationships that go decades back, generations back, with ranchers, with co-ops, with groups of folks that know what they're doing it the way we want. We can trust them, and we hope that you can trust us. So a little bit about that grass-fed labeling claim. Remember that USDA bug is fun. If you care about your meat, take a look, see where it comes from, do a little research. That'll tell you a lot.